Shall we grab a message out of the ethers? If we may, grab a message. For those who have ears to hear, because you can't really see much right now. May we get a message? Ah! Dang it. Oh, shit. The lovers. You can't really see it, but we got the lovers. Lovers. The lovers represents two people working together, making a decision to do something together. In agreement, in tandem, authentically transparent. It can represent all the shifts within those energies coming in and out of those energies, coming in and out of agreement, coming in and out of being transparent, coming in and out of making decisions together, coming in and out of like so it can represent a plethora of things. The lovers. So I'm getting you guys are interested in a lover. You're interested in the dynamics of lovers. Someone that you are connected to or will be connecting with is on the table to be discussed. And I was thinking earlier, I'll never know what it's like to be a man. I might be thrown into a position where men, like a man's world, having to be completely independent. That's new for a woman. So I can, experience things like that men, men thrive on accomplishments. Anyways, I'll never know, though, what it's like to be a man as well as a man will just never know fully what it's like to be a woman. And let's not get weird about sex changes and, born with, I'm just talking about a man and a woman. No confusion with this message here. There's a man and a woman who will never know exactly what it's like to be the opposite sex. And so to not know, but be aware that there's something to know that you'll never know, as opposed to not knowing and then pretending like there's nothing there to know. Like there's nothing a man can do that a woman can. It's like there are certain things that we need to acknowledge that we're just never going to know. And we have to accept this fact that we have roles genetically, physically. It's identifying the physiology of your reality. So I was thinking earlier, it's okay to not know everything about the man. Like, because and how the man is just desperate to understand the woman. It's like, we just gotta be okay that we'll never quite understand. And to be so actually thrilled with the fact that there's mystery left in the world, that we get to, be a rock in their river sometimes, or they can be a rock in yours, and the flow that we'll never know how they do what they do, or they'll never know how we do what we do. It doesn't need to be like understood or processed or documented. It's like, just let the mystery of not knowing, but at the same time know that there's something to know that you'll just never quite know, instead of knowing that you'll never quite know, but acting like there's something that it's like being in denial of something is different than knowing it's there and understanding that you'll never understand it. To acknowledge it instead of just, nope, just deny that there's anything to know. It's like, you just can't know. So don't act like you know. I guess is the message here with the lovers. We don't know. So we work together, bringing the tools and gifts from each sex, and the harmony of what the evolution of an idealistic connection, they portrayed in the movies, and then it's like, okay, but like, what does the happily ever after look like? Because that's just boring, right? And there's never much movies about like a scenario in heaven, because that's just boring with harps and clouds. And so it's like, the mystery, blessed, will continue to keep us what's the word? Active in life. Always trying to learn something with each other, as a partner, as opposed to, earlier I made a video about the dynamics that are failing in relationships, where we're trying to mimic and be replicas of each other, or one dominating the other. And I couldn't remember the third scenario. The third scenario is out of survival. Like, we used to come together and have a bunch of babies so that we could so that they can support, like it was a support unit. And so that's the third thing. Like, either replicas, one dominates the other, there's a bunch of just illusional betrayal, and you just still trying to dominate each other, or the survival scenario, or the one that I was highlighting, which I guess we're going to mention again, and it's the way to approach a relationship with mutual respect and common interests. So to be able to take the opportunity that we have at this present life, our veterans and our ancestors and the geniuses and the silent pave makers of giving us the ability to have a new way of connecting, which is authentic and not out of survival and not out of some weird competition. And like, it doesn't have to, well, then there's the number one programming within us is to reproduce. And so that's a whole thing. It's a whole another thing. It's a whole nother day for that one. Is it? I feel like it's share time. But no, that gets weird with like the people with the most power and how they may or may not control populations, and if they, controlling the natural selection or the strongest survives, like the having some sort of system that plucks the ideal DNA, to then make a new civilization somewhere with like like the best DNA situation. And so like, yeah, we can think of the lovers as reducing to another scenario of just naturally coming together and making babies. Like, it doesn't have to be dominance or all the things I listed. It could just be like, we connect, our chemistry wants to go like this, and that's just it. You don't have to think anything through. Except for when the ones, like when you become aware or you protect yourself and you don't have babies, and then like the whole thing about natural selection, but natural evolution is not natural when we got people in power doing weird shit. Basically, is what I was trying not to get at. I thought it was gonna be like an hour just to say that, but I did it in like 2 minutes. So I guess get that out of the way. No, I have a whole experience with someone who gave me a lot of a full disclosure, certain powers at play, doing things, and so it is. So, depending on where you land in these scenarios, as two people come together, the lovers trying to just have a natural path together when there's no right or wrong answer. We all have free will. Well, not freedom, but like free will, or, we're supposed to have free will. So, the new energy, at least to me, is to have freedom within relationship, to really respect the fact that we need to separate to regenerate or like recharge, to understand the delicate balance of connection where we both still thrive independently. I'm certain there's several couples in history that have been very successful at independently doing things while having this beautiful dance together. However, I wouldn't know because I like to hear stories firsthand and not through media narrative. And if there were such a perfect relationship, blessed, but I have a feeling that the way we're going to connect in the future is going to even blow any other relationship that you may or may not have witnessed as ideal out of the water, because there's a new way of connecting that is not new to those who have always connected that way, but like it's so that the world is so desperate for the way that certain ones of us know how to connect, infusing energies like astro mending, astromorphing our energies in a way that's like the true marriage of how love can mirror itself within like the fullness of life, independently, together, collectively, harmonizing naturally and not doing weird other shit. So, somebody inspired me to believe in that energy of true connection and even transcending or bypassing or passing the ideal relationships of the modern world. So, wouldn't that be nice to witness such a connection? Then it'd get weird for the public, if you got cameras everywhere documenting your futuristic connection. But, we'll figure it out, I guess. I'm trying to get as much of my wisdom and insight from experiences on film for the record. I want to have a for the record channel where cameras are just always on, catching natural interactions and conversations. And, if somebody walks in and all these cameras are around, well, they'll be small and it's not going to be like lights and cameras, but like little cameras, subtly, but like to know, like, so whoever's coming over, I'm not gonna not tell them. So they'll be forced to be, well, not forced, but like, it's like, what would it be like, if you were just, everything you had to say and share could be heard for the whole world because you have nothing to hide. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So, yeah, to bring in like anybody who's hiding something or shady or deceitful or got hidden plans, narcissists, or what, any of those energies which are everywhere, to come in with cameras everywhere and sit with me. Yeah, make them. It would be so, wouldn't that be amazing? You can just see the demons trying to squirm somewhere and they're just like looking around. They're probably like fidgeting. They fucking don't know what to do. Yeah. So, well, that wasn't exactly the plan. The plan was to have, it was the plan. Yeah, that was the plan. And then, the person I was spending a lot of time with that was going to be part of this plan was like starting to show his true demon or his true colors started coming out, and he knew he couldn't be on film. So it's like, for the record, so nobody can, so there's no he said, she said. It's, you can go look it up. She's on like the Truman Show. She's always on. It's just an idea, but like I was being so people were throwing out such false narratives, making up like this whole world around me, and I'm just sitting there silent, like, what the fuck? Like I had to, that's why one of the reasons why I started filming, because I needed some outlet of a true, actual expression with nobody trying to fix my problems or project back onto me or reflect some weird, thing because they have a hiccup in their filter and the whole thing. So it's like, turn the cameras on as many as you can, as fast as you can to get the actual truth because like everything closing in, and so that's how I was feeling. And yeah, to feel like you're always on and always being watched because you are. Well, God and Jesus are creepy. I'm about to say weirdos, are just always there. And so we're just here together with all the energies that can come in and out if they want, and the fucking little bugs that capture all the things and whatever they want to do. So we're trying to just figure out how to be authentic, nothing to hide, and get it on film to see firsthand instead of just being told how things are supposed to be or through the grapevine what happened to these people. It's just like, no, just get a direct. Well, I mean, wouldn't it be nice if like the angels or the demons or God or Jesus or the ones who just landed and they're like, here we are, let's just get this shit straight. And it's just like obvious because they're glowing or something's different. Like, just tell us the fuck, And so, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to lay it all very straight and call out some deities to fucking don't be scared. Just tell it out. Just say, like, just. I remember when I was with a very special, who knows what they were, but they said, you just want attention. And I was like, well, that's why I was in the woods for months and nobody around and no phone. All I wanted is attention. And so I really had to think. It's like, damn, the manipulators, even when you know you're not doing what they accuse you of, you still just like dissect yourself. Like, do I just want attention? It's like then you think of the baby monkeys that die when they experimented and they died because they were never touched. It's like, well, I'm not looking for attention, but do you want me to just go in a corner, curl up and die and never share any authentic expression of what I like? Gosh, I'm just like, what the hell? So just put the cameras on and just roll it because I'm trying to be real and get it on record what the truth looks like. The ones that followed through with the fucking, some things are coming to light, activated like some prophecies. It's like a never-ending rolling in and out of heaven or hell. It would take like 100 cycles for me to just finally roll all the way to home plate into heaven because you gotta catch up with all the fucking people along the way, like, and straighten up all the fucking stories from all the history, or just fucking nobody cares, just make a new day. Like, it's too much. So we just do what we do, trying to stay grounded by healthy routine. Otherwise, we float away. Whew, shit. I love you guys. The lovers. Trying to be authentic while working together. Nothing to hide. Coming in and out of all the energies. Being okay with all of the energies existing and not pretending like just because you don't know that it doesn't exist. It's like there's something you'll never know because you're not a man. If you're a man, there's just something you'll never know about a woman because you're not a woman. And not pretend like we are like, yeah, there's nothing to know there. I'll just be the judge of it. No, just let the mystery be the magic. And really admire what you'll never fucking know and let those energies within them flourish, not be muted. The fuck? So let's support each other in our individuality and try to connect in a way that is in harmony with the entire world and the cosmos and natural order. You know, my body, my mind, and my heart, and my soul, and my spirit, like, have to intellectually conclude why or why not to have a child. Well, like, the world's not going to go extinct, or the humans aren't going to go extinct, but my bloodline would. Well, I mean, I have my brother's son, but, like, it gets weird. And so, since I don't have a child and I don't plan on it, and then I do have a child one day, and like the golden baby, whoever knows. It's just, you just don't know. But, like, connection comes down to reproduction. And so when you're not going to have a baby, then you got to figure out another way that's still natural, like a partnership in the harmony of having the world evolve, in some sort of properly. Heal the world, make it a better place. So that's what I have for you guys. I love you so much. Until next time.